It's 5 o'clock in the evening here in Abu Dhabi as the teams prepare for the start of the race. This fascinating event will see the cars start in daylight and finish the race in twilight. A challenge of concentration for even the most talented driver. Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race.
Hello guys, and welcome to Abu Dhabi for a very short 3-lap sprint race here. We're going to be taking the seat of Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes in what is essentially going to be another test video, really, this time just to test out some of the graphics settings and basically to find out which settings translate the best into a compressed YouTube video. Getting ready for the start here. Lewis Hamilton is on pole. Vettel is on our left shoulder there, just outside our view, blocked by the left mirror there. We don't get the greatest start there. We have, I believe it is Felipe Massa right behind us there, or Daniel Ricciardo in the Red Bull going round the outside there. We managed to steer clear of that debacle there, but we have Kimi Räikkönen chasing us down from behind us. Currently, we're running Mercedes Ferrari here. Top 4 spots here as we're right on the exhaust off Sebastian Vettel here. Coming out on the main straight here, it's going to be very interesting to see just how the Mercedes is going to be pulling away, hopefully from the Ferrari there, but it really doesn't seem to be the case here. We have Räikkönen right behind us there, tucked into our slipstream nicely there. He's going to have a look down the inside. There's not too much we can do about that, really, as we have to concede 3rd place here to Kimi Räikkönen as we come into the hairpin here. But we managed to keep our cool, get a good line here, and in the next right-hand turn there, we managed to take back the spot as Kimi Räikkönen runs a little wide in that particular turn. We now have, believe it is Daniel Ricciardo running in P4 right now. And again, just like in Melbourne, we haven't really been tampering with the car setup. Really need to get into that before we start any sort of career or championship mode, whatever we're going to be doing. Because obviously, as you can see there on the straight, we're supposed to have the faster car there, but apparently, even though you run a low downforce setup, as low as it can possibly get from the default setups, we're no match for the Ferraris on the straight, so definitely something's got to give. And as you can see, they're both Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel are letting us eat their dust as they are pulling away massively here on lap 1. And we're having all sorts of trouble just keeping Kimi Räikkönen behind us. And getting back to the business at hand here, the graphics settings, this is a slightly lower quality setup than the first video we did from Melbourne. We have some different anti-aliasing settings here, and what it does really is obviously it increases the frame rate just a little bit. That's not too much of a problem. We run a steady 60 all around there, but what it does is it kind of reduces the blur that you might see on the higher anti-aliasing settings. But while that looks all nice on a monitor, all clean and sharp when you're actually racing the game itself, it doesn't really translate all that well into a compressed YouTube video. At least that's my opinion. So I'm very eager to see how the final product is going to come out once it's uploaded on YouTube here. Anyway, getting put under pressure massively again here by Kimi Räikkönen. This time he pulls a number on us, overtakes us coming into the right-hander. They're running very wide here on the second DRS straight, but there's not too much we can do about it really, as we are seemingly lacking the straight line speed here as we are into P4, I believe it is. And again, our default setup here is hurting us quite a bit. As you can see, Kimi Räikkönen pulling away from us there. There's not much we can do to match him. I'm basically going as fast as I can here on the option tires and all. But it matters not, as we are currently unable to match the Ferrari and are basically having our hands full just trying to keep the Williams car of Felipe Massa behind us. And once again coming out on the straight here, almost losing the back end there, losing loads of time coming out of the turn. Whoa, would you look at that train we were forming? Unbelievable there, as we have both Felipe Massa going down the inside of us there, Daniel Ricciardo as well, Valtteri Bottas going down the inside. We lose 3 positions here on the straight. Boy, are we lacking some straight line speed here. Coming out on the second DRS straight here, neck and neck with Valtteri Bottas. Almost got our wheels tangled up there. Kind of a miracle that we didn't crash there. I'm not really sure how we managed to avoid that. Daniel Ricciardo is dropping off a little bit, and there's not seemingly that much we can do about that. Try to outbrake Bottas there. He tries to close us off, but ends up locking his tires and actually opens the door for us. We take full advantage of that as we are back into P5. Once again coming through the right-hander here. I really need to learn how to adjust to the new braking system there of F1 2015, because I tend to lock my tires way too much coming into turns here. And I guess in a 3-lap sprint race, well, it's not going to matter that much, but once we get the big races, the 100% races underway, this could potentially hurt us quite a bit. Anyway, Lewis Hamilton takes the win here at Abu Dhabi, this 3-lap sprint race or graphics test or whatever you want to call it. Good experience driving the Mercedes, even though we were massively off the pace on the straight there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and check back soon for some more F1 2015 action, and I'll be seeing you soon enough. Bye-bye.
Great drive from the world champion Lewis Hamilton.